What do you reckon, Gadage? Yeah, I'd get rid of them as well. Hello, Australia. This is Gadage, my next floor manager here on the show. Doesn't bark as much as our Sonia and Tony. But I hope you can stick around. 5:34 is coming your way. We've got Danni Stefanetti opening the show very soon. Alex Cearnes is in with another Animal Extra. Later on, we talk fashion pushing 50 style with our very good friend Michelle. She'll be here. And we talk to Annie Kay with a fantastic kids biz. Hope you can stick around. There's a big couch on this Sunday. Hope to have you on the other side of this opener.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with Fred and the best in town. Oh, it's showtime on the couch.
We have got a huge couch coming up, and this is Gadage. Like I said, we're going to talk about adopting him with Animal Extra with Alex Cearnes. He's having a really good seat on the couch today, and I hope you can join us later on because Alex is coming up very soon. But to open the show today, Danni Stefanetti, a fantastic talent, the lady who sang the opener for the couch for the last 10 years or so. She's performing her own song called Am I Ever Going to See Your Face? Here's Danni Stefanetti.
Reached for the phone just the other day, but I put it down cause I didn't know what to say. I told my friends I don't think about you no more, but every day I think of you just a little more. Mirror in the sky, if you're watching us, that strawberry sunrise is close enough to touch. Am I ever gonna see your face? Oh, are we ever gonna meet again? Yeah. Am I ever gonna see your face if we ever do meet again? What would you say? I remember that look that you gave, chills through my skin like Monday rain. I don't know how I've gone without you this long. Maybe I'm the only one that can sing it without a song. Mirror in the sky, if you're watching us, that strawberry sunrise is close enough to touch. Am I ever gonna see your face? Are we ever gonna meet again? Oh, am I ever gonna see your face if we ever do meet again? What would you say? Someone's closer to you than I have ever been. I feel like I'm losing my best friend. Did I think too far ahead? You keep your feelings close. Now I'll never know. I'll never know. Am I ever gonna see your face? Are we ever gonna meet again? I've been wondering of late. Am I ever gonna see your face if we ever do meet again? What would you say? If I ever do see your face, am I ever gonna see your face?
That is the amazing voice of Danni Stefanetti. She will be having a chat with me after the couch. We'll find out what she's been up to, and then she'll sing at the end of the show as well. But now it's time, because you've seen Gadage. He's right here. We're going to talk about adopting him with Animal Extra with our good friend. Here she is, Alex Cearnes. Welcome to the couch. Welcome to Animal Extra.
Thanks, Fred, and thanks everyone. Welcome to this edition of Animal Extra. I'm joined by the lovely Judy. She's the CEO of the Dogs Refuge Home of WA, and they're based in Shenton Park. And we've also got two very special furry guests with us today. Judy, can you introduce them to us and tell us a little bit about them?
Yes, Alex. So this is Hugo. Hugo is a 10-year-old Maltese Terrier. And over there in lovely, lovely relaxed mode is Kadaj, who is 11 years old. And these two beautiful boys have grown up together since they were puppies.
Okay, so they're both available for adoption, but they have to go together.
Yes, they do. They are a bonded pair and wouldn't cope very well without each other, so they need to go as a pair.
So their hearts would break if they were split up. Is it more difficult to rehome two dogs together than obviously one dog?
Yes, it is, but we do find in the end we always get them a home, and a lot of people, once they see how good they are together and how easy they are to manage, you know, their company, they're brothers basically. So and
they look alike too, except well, Hugo's slightly heavier, but they do look a lot similar too. And I guess at their ages at 10 and 11, they're toilet trained. They've got, you know, all the skills that you need for dog training. They can sit, they, you know, sleep when they need to sleep. They've not too much effort required to kind of bring them up to speed as far as training goes?
No, in many ways they're the perfect dog. All the hard work's been done, and as long as they get their exercise and their company each day, they're happy campers.
And how did they end up at the dog's home?
Yeah, a bit of a sad story. The owners were no longer able to keep them, a move overseas, and then not enough time for the partner who's left behind to look after the dogs. So, yeah, it's a bit heart-wrenching for the owners, but also for the dogs who've been in a home for all their lives. So, yeah, very, very, I guess, unsettling, but they're well loved at the dog's home and got lots of admirers.
That's beautiful. And is that a fairly common story? Like, how do dogs find themselves at the home generally?
Yeah, look, there's a few ways. People surrender them because they can no longer look after them for various reasons. We are also the pound for 6 inner city councils. And we also help the outlying pounds around Perth to rescue dogs from the pounds as well.
That's amazing.
And just another thing we've started doing is helping our partners in regional WA, so in Broome and Karratha and Northam. So we're transporting dogs in from those areas as well.
So you're very involved in the metro community and the regional communities as well, which is fantastic. And the pound services sound amazing. They're probably dogs that otherwise would just be euthanased if they're not claimed.
That's right,
Wow. That's a great service. How many dogs are at the home at any one time if we walked in?
Look, we take up to 150 dogs, and at the moment we're pretty full. We've had a very big year, and so we probably, I'd say, adopting around 25 dogs on average a week, but for every dog that goes out, another one comes in.
Yeah, that's great. And I know the statistic, correct me if I'm wrong, is about 1,000 dogs a year are finding homes. I know that also means obviously 1,000 dogs a year is having the need to end up there too. If someone's sitting at home and they're thinking, I want to add a dog to my family, how can they go about adopting or checking out the dogs at the home?
Look, they can get onto our website and see what's there, and then come down and visit us. We just love the community and people coming in. We spend time with people who are interested in adopting, talking about what they're looking for, and then we go through a process of matching them with the right dog to take home.
Fantastic. And is it a lengthy process paperwork wise and you know, doing backyard checks and things like that, or is it fairly streamlined? You obviously match the right dog to the right person very carefully.
Look, you know, we don't rush this because we want it to work for both the dog and for the new owner. So there is a bit of paperwork, and then a meet and greet, and if there's children and other animals, we have to also bring them in to have a look at the animal and see how that goes. But generally, you know, it can take up to 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, that's not too long for a family member that you could have for a long time, hopefully.
That's right.
And if people aren't in the position to adopt, say they've got 2 dogs already, or they live in an apartment and they don't feel like they have time for a dog, how can they help if they want to contribute in some way?
Oh, look, we're always looking for volunteers, whether that's to walk our dogs or to help with our laundry or in our office. And if they can't volunteer, we really survive on the generosity of the community through donations.
Okay, and so people can just come and walk dogs, literally come and...
Yeah, they do a training program with us, a morning training program of a Saturday morning, and then they get started.
That sounds like the best job ever.
Yeah, it's great fun.
Volunteer dog walker sounds fantastic. Is there anything that has surprised you? You're the CEO there, and you obviously work with lots and lots of different dogs. You see lots of dogs come and go. Has anything surprised you generally about rescue dogs that you might have a preconception you had before that you were wrong about, or something that's kind of stood out as different about them?
I think the strongest thing for me is the courage of these dogs. Some of these dogs have had the most terrible lives before they come to us, and their courage to survive, their courage to love again when they've been mistreated or neglected. It's truly amazing. Some of the things you see are horrific, and for that, a dog, you know, I don't know if a human would be able to cope or survive like some of these dogs do, but definitely their courage and their love, even under terrible circumstances.
They're amazing, aren't they? They're resilient. And I mean, I found too, even with photographing rescue dogs, to be honest, for me, they're no different to any other dogs. They're just dogs who want love, they want a kind hand, a nice warm bed and food and care, and the same thing every dog wants. And the Dogs Home has lots of fundraisers that they run throughout the year. What have we got coming up in the next few months?
Oh, look, we've got a big end of year coming up. It's our 80th anniversary this year,
birthday.
So 80 years old. And we kick off in the next couple of weeks from the 28th to the 30th with an art show by well-known local artist Helen Norton, who's generously donating her time and paintings to For the Love of Dogs is the exhibition.
Oh, fantastic.
So we're looking forward to that. We're also launching our 80th anniversary book at the same time. We have a gala ball at the end of October.
That's busy.
Which is, which is going to be first one for us, so we're very excited.
Excellent.
And then we round off the year with our open house, our day in the dog house for raising money for people sitting in a kennel to see what it's like for the day. And obviously your wonderful contribution for Santa Paws. So come and have your photo taken with your dog for Christmas.
With Santa, that sounds fantastic. So lots of different things. If people want to actually find out more about the Dogs Home or go on the website, what's the address that they should check out?
So it's www.dogshome.org.au.
Well, thank you so much, Judy. It's been great to chat. I just would love to say to everyone out there, if you do want to add to your family member or help the Dogs Home in any way, please go down there and check out the dogs. And what normally happens is the right dog will just grab your heart through that cage, and that will be it. You'll be like, that's the one. So get on down there and check it out. Thank you so much for coming in. Thanks boys.
Alex.
You've been great. We hope you get a home. If anyone's keen, please contact the Dogs Home on the boys. And that's all for Animal Extra this week. Looking forward to seeing you again next month. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much. That's Animal Extra. Next month, I'm looking forward to it. I hope I get more animals to touch. Thank you to Alex. Thank you to Judy. And please support them. Check out the details on our website, like Alex said. After the break, we've got a fantastic interview. Another one coming up. Pushing 50s. Michelle is in to talk fashion and much more. Join us after the break.
It's showtime on the couch. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can watch
That amazing voice is from this lady sitting next to me. Her name is Danni Stefanetti. Do you remember when... Hello, welcome to the couch.
Thanks for having me back.
Now, you performed the opening song today on the couch, which was your own.
Yeah, that's
What was
right.
that called?
The first song I did in the episode, Am I Ever Gonna See Your Face?
Yes, you will, obviously. I'm
I
here.
always see your face.
Now, it's always a pleasure to have you in the studio. I know you've been incredibly busy. Tell us a little bit about the Danni Stefanetti story for those people who've just been born or haven't been around Australia for a long time. What's the story? Because how old are you now? 20-something?
I'm 25.
Very young, younger than me. You started off in music how long ago?
I started when I was 9. That's when I first learnt the guitar. And 10, I wrote my first song. When I was 12, I started entering in songwriting comps and started getting some cool accolades for that. And then when I was 16, I dropped out of school and went on the road with my dad and toured.
Why music? Why did you decide you wanted to do music and not do something else?
I think it found me. When I was a young girl, like most mums, my mum put me into dancing and I was terrible at dancing. So,
same.
So
I
music
hated,
was the...
Remember when you had to put your legs up? You know that?
I don't mind dancing now, but...
Oh my! I used to have to get, you know those rails that you have at the dance
Yeah, you
studio?
did ballet, did you?
Who could I throw myself at and they'd grab me if I did ballet? No, I did Young Talent Time.
Oh, Young Talent Time, okay.
As you can see, I never got very far. I'm nearly older than Johnny Young. But so you did you didn't like dancing?
I like it now, my own style of dancing, but no, I wasn't very good at it. I'd always come last.
And
so music was the...
Now you're
guitar
sort
was
of
the
indie
thing.
pop, aren't you now?
Yeah.
But you also did country in the old days.
I did country for a long time,
Are you an all-rounder? Can you do anything?
I love writing for film and different projects, so I love just the best elements of each genre.
Run me through this career that you've got, this illustrious career. You've met a whole heap of people. Tell me some of the famous names that you've worked with or sang for or with.
Recently, I got to sing in the rain for Mr. Keith Urban.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing.
What was he like?
He was really beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, really nice guy.
Didn't want to leave his wife, Nicole? Wishful thinking, eh?
Wishful
Not for you, I'm talking about me.
I'm not going to say anything.
No, but was that an amazing thing to sing with a guy or for a guy that's held in
legend.
such great respect in Australia and the world?
And fancy meeting him in Nashville as well. So we're out of Australia.
So you travel a lot, don't you? Because you used to do the Tamworth Music Festival and all that sort of thing. What do you do? What's your life filled up with now? Like, what have you done this last 12 months?
I've been in Thailand doing a full album for a Japanese management company.
In English?
In English,
okay,
yeah.
good.
I can't speak Japanese.
Arigato.
But that was an amazing experience. So, we were in Thailand, the beach was outside, and we're in this beautiful hotel studio, and in walks Pete Doherty from the Libertines, and he happened to be recording there at the same time. And we were just having breakfast every day. It was beautiful.
You think, I'm here with these great legends.
Yeah, these great musicians.
And what was that album for? Where did they put that album?
It's not released yet, but we've just finished. It's been mastered in Abbey Road Studios in London.
Famous studios.
Yeah, so that's great to have your music over there.
I noticed that you don't go for X Factors and The Voice anymore.
I have before, though.
I know you have, but a lot of people wonder, why isn't she on TV? Why isn't she performing like, a big star in Australia? Why don't you go for those talent quests?
As most people know, I like performing my own material. I'm a songwriter, and I've always been a songwriter. I just feel that those shows might be good for other artists, but it hasn't obviously suited me because I haven't, got to the final stages ever. I just think that it's not my destiny, I guess.
I suppose
and I like
I've always
to have
known
control of my songs.
Yeah, you like to keep it real, don't you?
Yeah.
You like the real life. You like singing for real. I know you pop up in gigs all around Western Australia, and you've just performed. You perform over east as well, don't you? You go over east, and you've gone overseas. This year, what's happening that's big for Danni? Have you got some big plans? Have you performed?
Going up to Broome next week, Cable Beach Resort, and then I'm doing a tour of Kalgoorlie. I'm playing at the Kalgoorlie Cup. But yeah, I've been writing a whole heap of stuff, and I've just written a theme song for a Japanese movie, so that should be out next year.
How does that sound? Is it?
Yeah, it's a 1960s soul pop song. It's got horns in it and everything.
And what's it sound like? It's in English, obviously.
Yeah.
So can you remember a bit
song.
of the lyrics of it?
It's like,
1, 2, 3.
If you want love, if you want some, don't walk away now. Yeah,
if you want my love, you better get it. That sounds like Megan Trainor.
Oh, does it?
You actually sound even better than her. Danni Stefanetti.
I can't dance like Megan.
Well, neither can I. Don't worry about it. I can't dance at all. 25 years old. Where to? Because I know that you're waiting to be snapped up by Sony, EMI, Universal, one of the record companies.
Am I?
I'm hoping that you do. That way we get a bit of money back to us. But I really think that recording is what you want to do. Performing is something you absolutely love.
Yeah. The next step is a solo album.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the next
So
step.
how far away is the solo album?
It's written.
You've already written it?
It's ready, but it's not recorded.
The 2 songs, you sang the first song today.
I've been doing singles. Yeah.
How did that come about? How did you write that?
Am I ever going to see your face? And then I play me some guitar.
Because I was expecting, am I ever going to see your face again? No way. Get some coffee.
It's not really like that song. But
how long did you take you to write that?
It usually takes me about half an hour,
Yeah.
sometimes less, sometimes more.
Yeah.
But they usually come in like one sitting.
And you spend all your life, you're a full-time musician, you're full-time writing, you write your own music, you write lyrics, you perform in Japan, you have dinner with Keith Urban. That's our dream. But it will happen because you've met him. Did he? I saw a post of you on Instagram, I think it was.
He took a photo of us together.
Does he come back to you? People like that come back to you and say, well, you're a great talent. Why aren't you like him, sort of thing?
Well, I've had a lot of people help me get a working visa for the US. And everyone you meet, everyone works as a team. And I'm so surprised by everyone I've met in my journey has somehow helped me in some way to become the artist I am today. And it's not just about going alone in the industry. You'd be surprised, like little charities that you do or anything you do, it all comes together when you look back at your journey and all the people that have helped me get to where I am.
You're still loving your music, aren't you?
Yeah, I love doing it.
That's the main thing. I think if you love what you do, it's never a job.
No.
And it's never about money. It's about doing things you want to achieve. You've written your songs. You've got an album coming up very soon. Can you let us know the scoop on when the album might be out?
My band for that is called Dakota Star.
Dakota
so,
Star.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that one.
And that's the one you recorded in Japan?
Yeah, that's in Thailand.
In Thailand, sorry. And the one for Japan?
That is the Japanese label did that.
So do we need to follow your website? Because that will probably have all the details. What's your website?
Well, if you just type in Danni Stefanetti, I've got a Facebook music page, SoundCloud, Instagram, all of that.
And can people buy your music?
Yeah, it's on iTunes, my latest EP.
Your second song you're going to sing at the end of the show, what's that called?
Play Me Some Guitar.
And that one, why did you write that?
It's just a soul pop song about... a guy that you like. It's always about the same guy.
Yeah, I know. But I've said to you, Danni, you need to let that go. You know, I'm occupied with the show. I mean, saying it on national TV, you embarrassed me. Was it about me? Obviously.
What?
Oh, no, well, don't worry about it. That's
I thought
fine.
you were trying to crack on to my dad.
Oh, why didn't you tell the whole world that I wanted to crack on to your dad? Why would you not have talent like this? You're too good for the voice. You're too good for X Factor. That's my opinion. You're an amazing singer. I love the fact you still keep coming in to visit us. You're just a legend when it comes to... I love having you on my show because you are sort of the couch. You were like one of the people that... Well, you started the show a long time ago.
Yeah, that's true.
And you're still performing. You're still You've written 2 of the themes. We're looking for a record. We need a production person to record your next thing.
Yeah, we need to do the next one.
As we close this, before we go to the contact program, can you do a bit of the couching? Do you remember the words? I bet you can't. Can we roll the CD? Maybe Danni can sing with it. Let's see. Here we go. And maybe we'll roll the CD, the couch theme. See, here it goes. Oh, yeah, that's like going out to break.
It's like I'm underwater.
It's okay. It's showtime on the couch with Danni and Fred. And the best in town. She wants me.
And the best in town.
Oh, enough, please. If you want more information about Danni, follow us here at The Couch, or you can check out the contact promo. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me,
Look forward to you
Fred.
performing at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful. Well
Thanks,
done.
Fred.
If you're looking for more info on anything you've seen on today's show, head to thecouch.com.au. It's where you'll find all the links for our guests, plus clips from the show, backstage photos, and even exclusive movie reviews. You can also sign up as a couchie and be part of our competitions, including Spin It to Win It. New Zealand viewers, that's open to you too. So jump online and check it out now. thecouch.com.au.
Hey, Danni, maybe you should go and practice the song that you wrote. You should know it off by... Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, that is how you contact us here at The Couch. I was just saying to Danni, she's a beautiful singer. Somebody else that's a beautiful singer, trust me, is our next presenter. Her name is Grace Newton-Wordsworth. I got that right this time, didn't I, Grace?
You got it right, Fred.
Over to you. She's doing Talking Style. Over to you, Grace.
Thanks, Fred. I'm here talking style with Michelle Merdzan, who shows women that they can look amazing and shop on a budget. Now, Michelle, what are we talking about today?
Today I decided that we'd have a chat about op shopping and going around to all the different op shops and the great things that you can purchase there. I had a bit of a chat to the Salvo store in my area and just sort of wanted to find out about their special days and things like that. So there's a few things that I did find out, which is really interesting because unfortunately for me, I work at normally on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday. So I have now discovered that Monday is a great day to go to the Salvos. So on a Monday, if you go down to the Salvo store, anything that has a purple, yellow or orange or blue ticket on it, they'll actually mark that item down to a half price thing. So the following Monday, they actually make that item then a $2 item.
Ooh.
So Mondays are actually worth going to. So
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good
so it's well worth popping down there on a Monday. They also do discounts for pensioners on a Tuesday. They do 20% off. And on Wednesday, they do the same for students. So anyone that's a student, you get 20% off as well. So
That's really good to know. And me personally, I'm a big Salvos fan. I love the Salvos, love the Salvation Army. Can you tell me about your beautiful outfit today?
Sure. All of my outfit today was probably around about $20 to $25, which, it probably started off, I think I purchased the jacket first, which was about $7. And then I was on a mission to find some shoes.
As you can see, my
On a
lovely
mission.
shoes. My lovely shoes here.
They're gorgeous.
They're brown. So, I found the shoes and then
Match the jacket and the ring.
yes, everything was a little bit matching. And then I sort of was looking for one of these bags here, and I'd sent a few around. They were around about $40 in most of the stores that I'd looked at. And I thought, I don't really want to pay $40. So I just hung out there for a few more weeks, and then I found this one here for $5. So,
At the Salvation Army.
yes. So I
that's
had to bring my
beautiful.
impressive bag along today to show you. So I
Oh.
thought it was so nifty.
That is something. Hello, Fred.
Sorry, but would you mind if I just take my bag back? I just need to pop out to the Salvo store tomorrow.
It's very boho. I think it's really quite you, Fred.
I think it's quite me too. It's
Yeah,
quite
I like the
becoming.
tassels on it. I think it's really.
You could see the tassels from there?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean on the bag? Sorry, I was
Not
just,
your tassels.
I was
some of those tassels.
performing after the show at the nightclub again. Sorry, that's quite a nice bag.
It is, and I was really surprised because, like I said, the ones
is
that I'd
lovely.
seen were around about $40, and I thought, as much as I loved them, I really wasn't prepared to pay that much. So I thought, I'll just keep looking. So I kept poking my head into the stores every week when I went down there, and sure enough, I found one, like I eventually do. So yeah, that was my
So
great
this
buy.
whole outfit's from the Salvation Army.
Yeah, I got the jeans from there as well. They were about, I think, $6 or $7. Like I said, the shoes were around about $3. The jacket was $7. So all up, and the top as well. But that was a $4 top. So
And it's a beautiful outfit, and you look very sophisticated. And it's gorgeous.
thanks.
I got this from the Salvation Army.
I know, and I told you this morning how great you looked, and
Oh,
straight up, gracious.
Stop it.
Now, if you reckon you want one better, I got this from Tent City.
Oh, come on now, Fred.
I did. It was half price and it was a blue Monday, so I got it 50% off.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You've got to be on the ball. You've got to make sure you get back on the right days.
Exactly.
Also, at the Salvos, I have discovered that they have a rewards card now. So this is the rewards card.
How exciting, can I say?
And with the rewards card, basically, I'm turning that the wrong way. I'm going to go that way.
you go, good
Okay, that helps.
They do have a reward card. How good is
Yeah.
that?
Now, with the rewards card, what happens is they said that a lot of people that are actually shopping at Salvos have found it really useful because once you've spent $100, you will then get a $5 credit. So that still sort of helps towards people, wanting to
We can probably get a lot
accumulate
for
that.
$5 at the Salvation Army.
Well, you can if you go on a Monday because everything then becomes a half price item from the week before, which then becomes a $2 item. So, yeah. But anyone that wants to register their card, if you haven't got a computer and you're not quite sure how to do it, on the back of the card, it actually has a phone number on there. So you can call the Salvos, their support team will actually walk you through and register the card for you. So then all you have to do is just keep your card.
That's good, because
So,
the money
yeah.
does build up and you end up, I've spent probably hundreds at the Salvation Army, so that's really handy to know about.
Yeah.
And can you tell me about store locations and where's the best sort of stores to go for the Salvation Army?
Personally, for myself, I've found that the ones that I like to visit quite often are down in High Road in Willerton. There's a Salvos, a Good Samaritans, there's a St Vinny's store, and there's even another independent op shop right at the very end. So there's a whole row of them on High Road in Willerton. There's also on Abernethy Road in Belmont. There's another, again, you've got the Vinnies, the Salvos, the Good Samaritans, there's a whole heap down there. I'm not so sure of north of the river, but you can get onto the website and just look for locations, and they'll have all the different locations around. So
I'm a big Freo shopper.
Oh, are you?
and
Oh,
there's
you'd probably have a few in Fremantle.
Yeah, there's some good ones in Fremantle, so go down
Yeah.
there and check that out. And you were telling me a bit earlier about your clothes swap party that you had at work. Can you tell me a bit about this?
Myself and Carolyn, who was on the show with us last time, we decided to get together and do a little bit of a thing, trying to do a clothes swap party and just sort of see how that worked. And
what is a clothes swap party?
What we basically did was we got people that we work with to donate their clothing, and we gave them a token. So if they donated 5 items, we gave them 5 tokens, and if they donated 10, they got 10 tokens.
Michelle, just to
Really
interrupt
good
you,
idea.
I had a party like that, very similar to that last week.
I don't know if I
but
want to hear
we
about
took
it.
Don't, Fred.
scared.
We took our partners and we just swapped.
You swap partners?
Yeah, but they didn't wear any clothes.
Oh, I was going to say, see that
But it works similar to that, doesn't
See,
it? You're
that
swapping
sounds
clothes.
like a great party game.
What I thought...
Unless you ended up with me.
Oh, no.
Want to come to the?
That would not be good.
Anyone want to come to my party next week? I'm wearing my tassels. Why are you all laughing in the studio? Michelle is a very serious presenter, and this is a serious topic. Back to you, Michelle.
I know.
When she actually told me about the clothes swap party, I thought it was that you go to the party and you
swap
just
your
swap clothes with
Yeah,
people.
Grace
You
is
just
a little
take off your
confused
clothes.
Could you
about-
imagine
yeah.
me? Could you imagine me ever getting a swap? Could you imagine me in a size 6 or something? Well, I can, but I mean, I don't know about you,
We
Grace.
should just swap clothes now, Fred.
Well,
Not really. Let's not do that. Anyway, carry on.
We don't have the right rating on this show.
No. So basically, everyone just, like I said, donated clothes. We gave them tokens. They kept their tokens until the following week when we held the clothes swap party in the function rooms of our work. We had everything on racks and it was all laid out on tables. It was all very nice, and everyone came down and sort of, brought in their tokens and wandered around and had a look at things that they wanted to swap. And being that we only had a few weeks to organise that one, it wasn't as big as we had expected, but it still went really quite well, and people were really interested. So potentially from that, we have decided to then go on, and we're thinking about doing something maybe towards the end of the year.
This is a bit bigger?
Yeah, maybe towards the end of the year or beginning of next year on a bigger scale, and making it sort of like a recycled fashion day.
That's a great idea.
So that's something that we're in the planning of at the moment. So
what will you do for Recycled Fashion Day? Will you have a fashion show? And
well, yeah, we are talking about that. We're thinking about, maybe a fashion parade of some sort.
Fred, you should be in that.
Yeah, we could ask you to come along.
I suppose I can.
Yeah.
Did you say there's
if you're available.
You might be free.
If you've got any clothes that fit me off the rack, that'll be lovely.
Oh, look, I'm sure we could come up with something. There's
so.
Always something around.
I noticed your bag has a wallet in there as well, so it's not a prop. It's a real bag.
Oh, it is a real bag, yeah. I actually really use it. I actually quite like it.
People do actually wear the clothes they buy.
Do you know what I have to say? I know we've only got a very short time, but you do look incredibly stunning, and so do you, Grace. And it's one of these things that when I was a kid, this isn't telling stories out of school, but when we were little, we didn't have a lot of money. So we used to go to a lot of the op shops, and we used to wear them and feel really excited, because when you don't have a lot, you don't have this pride thing. You just think, oh, wow, we've got some new clothes.
Yeah. You think anything's new.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what I love about the idea that you're telling people is it's okay to wear something that somebody else no longer likes or doesn't want. It doesn't necessarily mean it's rubbish. It just means I no longer like this bag. Somebody else can get the use of it. And look how stunning you can look.
So stunning. Yeah,
and people these days, they really just, they throw out so much, and you just think, what a waste to think that people, a lot of times, everything's so affordable that they buy it, throw it away, and then it really could be going to a good cause. So you're helping, a really great cause by buying those clothes.
Absolutely. And do you put any of these tips up on your website? Can you just...
I do a lot of the clothes that I do purchase. I'm sort of a bit of both. I do the bargain clothing, so whatever I purchase that's bargain clothing, salvos, pretty much everything. I put a bit of a mix on there so people can get a feel of things. And I like to dress it up a bit, where I might have a dress that I've bought, but I might put it with something else, like a pair of shoes from the salvos or something else. It doesn't have to be the whole outfit, So.
And you put that up on, what's your website?
Pushing50.net.
Pushing50.net.
Yes, yep.
Fabulous. So go to pushing50.net if you want some more advice. And your Facebook page is Michelle Merdzan. Michelle Merdzan. Brilliant. And if you need any more information, you can go to thecouch.com.au. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much, Grace. I'm off to the op shop. Coming up after the break, Di Wilcox comes in for a bit of a chat. Stay tuned. You're watching The Couch. See you soon. Well done. Well, welcome back to The Couch here on Aurora Television, Foxtel. Stick around, because I've just renamed our living lifestyle lady here, Dr. Di. She's back. I've overqualified her. I think I've just stressed her out completely, but it's over to Di, and she's got another talking lifestyle. Over to you.
Thanks, Fred. Hi, everybody. I'm really excited today because I've got a special guest. I've got Griffin Longley from Nature Play WA with me, and it's a pleasure to have you here today, Griffin.
Thank you, Di. Great to be here.
And I've got a few questions to ask you today.
Yep.
I'm really well prepared because I was quite excited to hear what Nature Play does for our children, particularly with the work that I'm doing with the program, Seedlings program. But first of all, before I get to Nature Play, can you tell me a little bit about your background, because you are a journalist?
Yeah, that's right. Look, I've done a lot of different things over time, Di, but most recently, the last 10 years or so, I've been a journalist and writing columns for the West Australian. And really it was through that I really came to develop a deep fascination with what's happening for families and what's happening for children in the modern world.
And how are you feeling about families and children at the moment?
Look, I think we're actually in a really difficult time. I think families are faced with challenges now that families never have been before. And it's the sort of things that are happening, and the changes that are happening, they're not things we can go back and ask mum about or grandma about, because they're just totally new. They're really only in this little pocket of history that we're living through.
Absolutely, it's really, really new. I know for my mum, dealing with technology, it's such a big deal. I mean, she couldn't even program the VCR when we had VCRs. So now all the things they have to deal with is quite scary. But we've got this disconnect happening with our families. And what you're here to talk about today is there's this disconnect with nature as well. And there was Richard Louv calls it nature deficit disorder. Now, there's a few consequences for our children, isn't there, this nature deficit disorder?
Yeah, look, there really are, Di. I mean, as we're moving into this time where families are really sedentary and they're isolated even within their own home, and the time spent outdoors mucking around is really disappearing, the consequences are really broad. So we're seeing a significant spike in mental health disorders. We're seeing 14+% of our kids have got a mental health disorder. More than 24% are really struggling with being physically active enough. So the consequences are from everything from social and emotional development through to physical and mental health. So it's a broad issue.
It is a major issue, and not being able to communicate. Like here, you and I are sitting on the couch having a conversation. You don't see kids doing that anymore. Do you think going out into nature gives them those opportunities?
Yeah, I really do. One of the key things about nature is it's an emotional reset. As soon as you step into a natural space, all those built-up concerns disappear, but you're also in a space where your whole focus becomes the people around you and the environment around you, and so you open up rather than being closed into your own little world with your device. So the opportunity to connect, not just with nature but with other human beings, is really significant.
I took my 8-year-old for a walk along the river yesterday, and she just chatted away while she picked flowers and she collected shells, and we looked at how high trees are, and she measured herself against the trees. They're all things that kids need to be out doing rather than on their technology all the time. Now, there is a place for technology, but you were talking to me earlier about there's got to be sort of some of the things you do in nature play, there's a bit of a sandwich, a technology sandwich. Do you want to explain that a bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, technology isn't the enemy. It's imbalance is the enemy for a healthy life. So technology sandwich is all about, you can start with technology and you can end with technology, but in the middle there's got to be some really good time to be physical and to be connected.
And so you actually, Nature Play, provide opportunities for families to connect with nature, or you can at least give people ideas, is that right?
Yeah, through our website we've got lots of ideas about activities to do, places to go, things to do, and we've actually built an app which we're working on still.
That's exciting.
It is exciting, yeah. Look, it's a strange thing, trying to get kids outside and away from their screens, and so you point them to an app or to your website.
Yeah, but it works.
It works, and that's the world we live in, and we've got to be really clear about that.
Yeah, so we've learned about the importance of vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, but now apparently we're lacking vitamin G. Have you heard about that? There's a researcher that actually says we need vitamin G, which means getting connected with green.
Yep.
So being outside is not just for children, it's for adults as well.
Look, absolutely. The things we know about vitamin G, and I like that phrase, I'm going to borrow that if I can.
Yeah, of course.
But we know that it really promotes healthy state, good well-being. People who are in hospital, who have a view of greenery through their window, will heal faster. People who are in prison who have a view of green will re-offend less. It's amazing the profound impact that nature has on us, and you can understand that. We've been around nature for a very long time.
Oh, I can believe that, because if I go on my treadmill inside the house, yes, I get my exercise, but I don't feel nearly as good as if I take a run outside.
Yep.
And you're exposed to some fresh air and the greenery, and actually even seeing people, that exposure to people. So we really need that connectedness with people and nature.
Yeah, we really do.
That's awesome.
Yep.
No, Griffin, it's been lovely having you. So for those of you who'd like to find out more about Nature Play, you can go to natureplaywa.com. And if you missed anything else that Griffin's spoken to, you can go to thecouch.com. And I'm looking forward to coming back on the couch very soon with another new guest. Have a lovely day. Back to you, Fred.
Thank you, Doctor. I've got a bit of a pain somewhere in my arm. I'm going to have to speak to Dr. Day. And I wanted to say, I know Griffin's still here with us live on the set. I went to a party last night, and it is true. Kids these days, if they haven't got an iPad or an iPod or an iPhone, notice the Apple products, they're not normal. Kids just can't do the whole socialising. When we were kids, we used to have to be with our parents while visitors was there. Now kids don't want to be anywhere near people, and I think we need to go back a bit, step back a bit. So well done with your work, and I think well done, Di, as well, for being on my side of the fence for change. So many people are against that. They think social media is the way to go. But thank you, Di. Wonderful,
Thanks for having
different alternative view. what can I say about you, Charlton?
I don't know.
Do I need to hold my man?
Yeah, it would be.
Well,
you do.
don't get too excited. We're talking about a fantastic movie. Tell me about it.
We're taking a bit of a look at a movie directed by Neil Armfield called Holding the Man, which has just come out in cinemas. It's based on the Timothy Congreve cult classic and inspired by an award-winning play by Tommy Murphy. Holding the Man follows the story of two guys that fall in love, Timothy Congreve, played by Ryan Corr, and John Caleo, played by Craig Stott, as their 15-year love blossoms in a time in the 80s where same-sex love wasn't really
Do you know if it's a true story?
It is
a true
apparently
story?
so, yes.
And Ryan is an amazing guy. I'm going to be talking to him very soon on my 6PR show, but also here, hopefully, on the couch. He's the guy from Packed to the Rafters. He used to play Kobe. Yeah. He wasn't the smartest tool in the shop sort of thing, but he was an ex-prisoner and he was an amazing actor. I've only just, after Packed to the Rafters, he's come out in so many movies.
He's a NIDA graduate. He was on the new Wolf Creek movie, and he's being called the new Heath Ledger.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you know what? He's a talented and he's a young guy, and he's also a fantastic Australian.
Definitely, yes. He also, there were quite a few Australian actors in this film as well. Forgot the names, they'll come back to me.
Would you like us to have a look at the trailer and then
yeah,
come
we'll
back
have a look at the trailer and
Let's have a look at it. Here it is.
Otherwise, you're going to have a very lonely life. A very sad life.
Up until now, I couldn't be happier.
It's because I love you.
Tell him to leave. We love each other, Dad. There's nothing you can do about it. We've been together since high school. Constantly. That doesn't happen.
You're more than your sexuality, Tim.
I'll come home. You okay?
I'm truly so sorry. Such a tragedy. How did this happen? We'll get through this. We have been together for 15 years. He's my husband. I love you.
There you go.
Yeah. Kerry Fox, Sarah Snook, Camilla Arkin, and Guy Pearce are the other actors.
Don't know any of them.
You don't know them?
Oh, I do. I know Priscilla.
How
that
could
was
you
Guy
not?
Pearce.
Also, he hung around the other night after the premiere and had a Q&A session with Channel 10's own Nerelda.
Jacobs, yes, I know.
Yes.
10 Eyewitness News first at 5.
Yes.
Which isn't first at 5, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Thank you very much, Charlton.
Thank you
very much. Good
very
movie, and it's out now, so please go out and support it. Luna Cinemas here in WA, but check out your local guides. It's a great movie, great Australian movie. Thank you to Charlton.
Thank you very much for
I'll
having
see you soon
me.
on the couch,
Yes,
and we'll see you on the other side of the break, talking to another doctor of health, Julie Meek. See you soon. Welcome back to the couch on this very busy segment on the couch. Neesha's back and she's got our very own Julie Meek, performance specialist. Over to you, Neesha.
Great, thank you, Fred. Welcome to the couch, Julie.
Thanks for having me.
What are we talking about today?
Today we are talking about how to avoid the snooze button.
Oh, that's a hard one.
It is. It is. But it's possible.
And it's particularly hard in winter, isn't it? When it's
cold,
really cold.
wet, dark, and it's like bang, bang.
I know that it's probably not good for you to press it too many times because A, you're late, but B, it's not actually physically good for you, is it?
Well, it's not real sleep. So you hit the snooze button and mine goes off every 9 minutes.
Okay.
And so you think you're actually asleep for an extra 9 minutes, but you're not. You're doing the So it's not great.
So what do you suggest? Is it healthier to get up straight away or one snooze? Is one snooze allowed?
I think one snooze is allowed, but there are others who say you should get up straight away and set your alarm for the real time, not the pretend time.
Ah, interesting. So it's not actually good to set your clock for maybe 9 minutes before so that you're getting up on time.
Exactly. So get up when you say that you'll get up.
Okay.
Put your alarm clock away from you. So if it's right next to your bed, it's too easy to go bang. So instead of doing that, put it at the end of your bed or even at the doorway to your bedroom. So you physically have to get up and turn the alarm off.
What a great idea. That's wow.
So, and that does make a big difference.
Okay.
There is another alarm clock that you can get, which is a runaway clock. So as soon as it goes off, it starts jumping off the bedside table.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And you actually have to chase it, and it literally hides from you.
It hides from it. It's like those robotic vacuums, you know, that move around.
So it hides from you and you have to find it. So you have to be quick. And by then you're like, okay, fine, I'm up.
Fine, I'm up.
Yes.
You're annoyed enough, so you're awake.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's that.
Great strategies so far.
The other is actually to be organised the night before. So rather than wake up and think, oh, I don't know where my clothes are. If you're going exercising, it's too dark, I can't see, there's no possible way I can get up. So instead of doing that, have them laid out next to the bed. So all you need to do is get up in the dark, close your eyes and actually put your clothes on.
Totally into that one. I actually have a waiting rack in my room and that's got the clothes for the next 2 days in. And you
Perfect.
find you're relaxed because you get up and you know what you're wearing and
you're organised.
Yeah, wonderful. Is that something you do as well?
I do,
Yeah.
every single night. Get it out and then I know exactly where it is. So even if I'm not awake, I can still do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that ensures that if you do spend 9 minutes, you can you still have time.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. And are there any other strategies?
Lastly, if you are exercising or even if you're not and you're eating before you go, then why don't you have the things ready in the kitchen for basically for you to have? Because if you then have to do that on top of getting ready, it's like, you know what, I'm too busy, I don't have enough time, I won't eat breakfast. So have that all organised so you don't skip breakfast and feel rubbish for the rest of the day.
And of course, you're a very experienced nutritionist, having worked with the Dockers and Wace and a lot of other sporting teams. So how important is breakfast?
Well, it is super important because you need to remember that when you went to bed the night before, sleeping uses up a lot of energy. So by the time you get up in the morning, you could have lost 2/3 of your energy stores.
Goodness me, never think of sleep taking up energy.
No, and it does. And so you get up, you don't have anything, and then you're really struggling for the rest of the day.
Okay. Wow, so there's some great strategies there. Maybe just as a quick recap.
Okay, so put your alarm away from you. It's very important. If that still doesn't work, get one of the runaway alarm clocks that you have to chase.
I'm going to try and get one of those. I think it'd be hilarious. Or don't tell someone and buy one for
Exactly.
them.
How funny would that be? Under the bed,
Yeah.
out of the room. Get your things ready the night before so you don't need to think about that. Set your alarm for the correct time, not the pretend time. And if you're going to have something to eat that morning, which you should, then make sure you have that ready.
Wonderful. Well, they sound like some very effective strategies. And of course, where can people find out more?
Straight to my website, which is juliemeek.com.au.
Wonderful. Well, Julie, always a pleasure having you on the couch. And I believe another one of your family members is
I
joining
believe
us.
so.
So back to you, Fred.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Neesha. Thank you to Julie Meek as well. And don't forget, you can catch Julie Meek on 6PR Radio online, 6pr.com.au. What days are you on 6PR?
Wednesdays.
Wednesday mornings.
10:30.
10:30 Perth time, 12:30 over East. That's right, they're 2 hours ahead of it. But if you check the 6PR website, you'll see Julie Meek's a regular there in the morning and she gives everybody great advice about performance. Somebody else that's performing really well are these fantastic makers of these games, Goliath games. Now, we've got Elise here, and Elise, you've actually played these games, haven't you? I'm going to go through each one. I know we only have a very short time. Let's have a look at this one, Jumping Jack. Which camera are we doing? Number 3 there? Camera 3 is getting a shot of that. Tell me about this game. How do we play it?
Well, you have to get all the carrots out of the hill and you've got to try and catch the rabbit when he goes up.
Is it a hard game?
Yeah.
Is it fun for the whole family?
Yeah.
Is it worth playing? And can you play more than once? Is it a game that you go, oh, I played it, it's boring now? Or can you play it again?
You can play it again.
Fantastic. And this one here, it's called Dino Meal. How does this one work?
Well, you've got to try and get the eggs out of the nest before the dinosaur
And
gets you.
do you like the whole dinosaur things? The kids like that sort of theme? I'm going to get that out of your face, by the way. Do you think kids like the dinosaur thing? Is it popular at the moment?
Mhm.
And who played the best? Who won out of this? Was it Mum or yourself? It's all right. We promise she won't hurt you. No, did Mum like playing it? Is Mum a bigger kid than everybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you play it again? Did you like the Dino Mill?
Yeah.
And your favourite was Jumping Jack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So well done. Thank you very much. That was easy, wasn't it? Well done. That was Elise. Meek, thank you very much for being on the show today, and thank you to all our guests today. We didn't have time for Annie Kay because we talked games instead, but she will be back next week with another fantastic segment. Sorry about that, Annie Kay. I hope you don't mind, Annie. No, we don't have her. She's left. She's quite upset, actually, but that's okay. We'll hopefully talk to her in the break. And thank you very much to everybody for watching. Danni Stefanetti is a wonderful local singer. You saw her early in the show. She wrote the song herself. It's called... Can you read that for me? What's her song called? Yep.
Play me some guitar.
Beautiful. Let's do it. See you next week, Australia. Bye-bye.
See you light up the Spanish sky. You breathe death to life. I see a billion stars when you sleep by my side. Do you like it when I move real slow? Like to watch me when I go down low. It's not crazy to watch you go. So just don't breathe on my ear and tell me you love me. Tell me I'm the one and only. I just want to hear it again and again. Oh, I just want to hold you. I just want to hold. I just want to hold you when the lights go low. I just want to hold you when everybody goes home. I want to be where you are. I play some kids' eye. See you light up the mighty stage. I could dance on the sky for days. I love it how you hold my waist and say, hey, you look beautiful today. Do you like it when I move real slow? Like to watch you when I go down low. It's like crazy to watch you go. So just don't. No, breathe on my ear and tell me you love me. Tell me I'm the one and only. I just want to hear it again and again. Oh, I just want to hold you. I just want to hold. I just want to hold you when the lights go low. I just want to hold you when everybody goes home. I want to be where you are. I'll play some guitar real slow. Just want to be close. Yeah. I just want to hold you. I just want to hold. I just want to hold you when the lights go low. Oh, I just want to hold you when everybody goes home. I want to be where you are. I'll play some guitar real slow.